This is money.
Okay.
Um, I've done some numbers as far as, um, oh gosh, what is it? Cashing out.
Yeah.
Um, that's gonna. Oh, I don't want to log in on this thing. Uh, Let me use my phone right there. So yeah, so we can do that cash. That as far as I think it's debt control. I mean, definitely,
Debt control. You think?
or investing.
Both. I mean, it's we're about to get in some good times. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, save your money.
Okay. All right. All right. So ready? Okay. Hello, Austin, Texas. You're listening to the Home Team with Troy and Wyatt, where we bring sports and money together for your education and entertainment. If you have any questions about anything we're going to say, especially anything that the Wyatt is going to say, please reach out to me at loansfromtroy.com or give me a call at 855-299-HOME. And as always, this segment is brought to you by Security National Mortgage, where we turn houses into homes by financing
Your
American Dream. So this basically we've had a nice deal so far today. Nice show so far.
and I showed it. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of exciting news.
Yes,
right?
there's
I
a lot
mean,
of exciting, especially in real estate.
sports-wise,
Sports.
wise,
Texas is the
Texas
greatest
are-
professional
oh
sports
my
state in the world.
Gracious.
World. We should be our own sports country.
That's right.
I
Our
mean,
country, period. That's a whole other discussion.
we've already won the World Series.
Yeah.
We're going to win the national
Sure.
championship. We're probably going to win the Super Bowl.
I love how you're calling it.
Yeah. What's left? Oh, soccer. Our poor soccer team's not doing so well.
Yeah.
Okay, soccer, and apparently that's a big sport as far as the entire world goes.
Right.
So we do need a little work there. Not
Sure,
a big deal.
Sure.
But everything else is going great in that aspect. And then real estate. I mean, if you're not
It's exciting.
looking right now,
If you're
you're gonna be upset this summer. This summer, you're gonna look
You're
back
like,
and go,
why didn't somebody tell me about this? Why didn't, yeah. So if you have
that home team told me.
if you're
That
listening,
home
and
team
you know
told
that
me. That's what
one
they're
of your
gonna say.
family members is waiting, or someone else is waiting, tell them to give
Yeah.
Troy a call. He can go over kind of what's going on. He can recap what we've talked about today, and kind of see what it is on a person-to-person situation. What can we do for you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that's what's going on in the real estate. I promise. This summer, you're going to go like, shh.
How'd I miss it?
That home team told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now what we've got to do is we've got to go back over what I call the Vince Lombardi, which is back to the basics.
Oh boy.
Right?
Yeah.
And there are only two things, and you actually can control most of both of them. Right? There's money going out, and there's money coming in. Period. Right? And so the money going out, the long lines that you spend in the morning before work to get your $7, no longer $5, now $7 coffee, right?
Oh, I mean everything. Hamburgers are up. I mean, you.
It's $7.30 coffee. So like when I go travel for work or whatever, that's when I indulge with Starbucks, right?
Right.
And it was like had a goofy drink. I'm not even gonna say it on here the air because people are gonna make fun of me. But I had it.
No.
But it was like $5.10-20 something like that. It's
Was there 10 words in the description of that coffee?
It's pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to count.
Okay.
But now it's $7.30. It's gone up $2
For a cup of coffee.
And I mean, 2 out of 5. That's like 30%.
Right.
I mean, a cup of coffee has gone up 30%.
And was it that good though?
Oh, it is
was
pretty
pretty
good.
good?
It's pretty good. Yeah.
So
I gotta admit,
It was pretty good.
Yeah. And it's Christmas timey.
Oh, you got the
yeah.
pumpkin spice. With
No, the white chocolate peppermint mocha.
Oh my
With
goodness.
extra whip.
With
though.
extra whip? Was it half and half or?
No, I don't know. Whatever they put in
Okay,
that.
fair enough.
Yeah. So, but again, that's a 30. Just for so the money going out, that part you can't control, right?
Yeah.
But the things you can control. Hey, I have 4 TV subscriptions. 4. I have 2 gym memberships. I have 3 music subscriptions. Those are the things you can control.
Right.
Those are, right. TV, come on, guys. I mean, Netflix, Prime, Paramount Plus, Max.
Are you watching them? Right?
Yeah,
Are you even watching them?
And honestly, with like Netflix and Prime, eventually, well, no, they have some originals, but like Max, most of that Max stuff will end up on Netflix at some point, right?
Eventually.
I am not condoning sharing subscriptions, but you
You can't anymore anyway, by the way.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's why I'm not condoning
They
it.
put it into it. Yeah.
But there are so many things. There are just so many things like that, and so there's this site called Rocket Money, right? And I use it. I'm not telling anyone else, but you can get on there. They say that you back when I did it, you could offer how much you wanted to pay. They say $8. I offered $3. They accept $3 a month. They monitor my check. They monitor my checking, my credit cards, and things like that. And they sent me emails of all of the subscriptions and all that sort of stuff. And I'm actually thought I was pretty good with my money. I saved $250 a month.
Dang.
So at three.
So are y'all just sitting around a table talking to each other now? I mean, y'all have any, TVs?
But there were things on there that I didn't have anymore.
Okay,
Stuff like that. Yeah,
or you're maybe dual paying, right?
Yeah, but it was just stuff, and I'm like, why am I paying for this?
Right.
I don't ever watch this, and you just something, and when you go and buy something online and you accidentally, they subscribe you to something, you get an email, hey, you were subscribed to this deal, dude, and so then I sent an email, hey, I didn't subscribe to this, or if I did, I didn't mean to, and I don't want it, canceled before it ever hit my checking account.
Well, I had one not too long ago. It was just a small one. It was, I think, $15 a month.
Yeah.
And it was I was trying. My dog had gotten sick or something, and I couldn't get her to the vet, and so I got on something, and apparently I signed up for something, and I'd been paying on it for a year and a half.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's like $300 or $400, dude.
Yeah, $15 didn't seem like much, but when you add it up over 2 years, I was agitated.
Yep, and I sent you a reel. I don't know if it's TikTok or I don't know whatever, but I sent you one the other day about as a self-employed person, you can hire your children.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
So
you said that to me, but I have seen that before. $13,900 and something dollars.
Yeah, you can pay
number.
them up to $13,988 a year, and they don't have to pay taxes on it.
No.
Right? They need to be performing work because you do not want to evade. Avoiding taxes is the American way. Evading is against the law, and you will go to jail or pay big fines.
But they have to do something.
Right? They need to work for you, but you got to think.
And they have to be 14?
I believe it's 14. Yes.
14 years old.
So once they're 14, you can pay them up to $13,988 a year. Now, two things: one, they don't pay taxes on it. Two, you don't pay taxes.
So they send out one letter for you. They get paid. I'm just playing.
You don't pay taxes on it. So if your income that year was, let's just say, $100,000, and then now all of a sudden your income this year is $77,000.
But the thing is about that is, since it is income, they can put it into a 401k.
Right, and you can put them in a Roth. At that point, that income, you can put them in a Roth IRA because they don't have to pay taxes on it because they didn't pay
tax. So
there's
no tax first, and then no tax in the back.
Right.
They're saying that by the time they're in their 50s, 60s, just one installment.
Yep.
You're a millionaire.
Yep.
And that's not saying, so you just do that yearly.
Now, he went 10%. I thought that was a pretty big number.
Whatever.
But I'm just saying, if you put $6,500 in a Roth IRA in your child's account at the age of 14,
right,
it will be worth at least $500,000 when they retire.
That's crazy. And
it only costs you whatever your tax bracket is minus that number. So if you're 30% tax bracket, you only paid 70% of that $6,500 is all it costs you because you saved 30% on your taxes.
So riddle me this then. So could you have a family business? Period. I mean, I won't get into that. And not necessarily you have your own job, but start another business, a side business.
Yeah.
Be it a lawn business or whatever that is.
Or you could be a landlord and have several rental homes. And your child could do the yard work for you.
Do the yard work for you.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
a 14-year-old could do yard work.
Absolutely. Okay. So now that comes back into real estate investments. So hey, you get a real estate investment.
Yeah, you see where we're going.
Look at you. I see how you. No, but that's a smart way to do it, right? And again, people out there, if you are looking for generational wealth, real estate is the way to do it in some ways or fashion. Investing it well, but that's something you can help people along with as well, right? Yeah,
you take the real estate money, you invest it into the stock market and stuff like that because you're getting the appreciation of the home. Right. That's where you get to change your family line. Sure. Is where you buy a home and it goes up 30% in 10 years, right? Now all of a sudden you bought a $300,000 home, it's worth $500,000. You've bought 4 of them.
Right.
Now all of a sudden you got almost $1 million in equity.
And
just pure equity.
And the thing is, you live in it for 2 years, refinance it, use the money that you got in equity, right? And use that for another down payment. So now all of a sudden your initial investment of $30,000, $40,000, whatever is getting the house, you don't have to invest anymore. You're just taking off of your equity and continuously multiplying your houses after that.
Yeah, if you like the house you're living in, and you don't want to move and move, which I suggest is the most affordable way to do this. But what you do is you get like a home equity line of credit,
Okay.
which is interest only. You take that, use that as the down payment on your next home,
Sure.
right? And then you pay that back with your real estate. Once that's paid back, then you go do it again, and then you go do it again, and you wash, rinse, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat until it's time to start paying them down. And then you pay them down, and then until it's time to sell them.
When you're wanting to retire or enjoy the money that you earn.
Depends, sometimes it's time to just sell,
Right.
Sometimes the house becomes more expense, than income, or the market has just kind of hit a top, and you want to take all those funds and move them to a more aggressive market. There's so many, the problem. So like my wife has the first home she bought, and it is one of our rental homes, right? We owe no money on it. She will not sell it.
It's her baby.
She will not sell it. It is a personal investment to her. To me, it's just real estate, right? And I'm like, hey, we might need to look at selling this summer. And she's like,
what are you talking about?
That's
because she has one foot out the door.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
She's like, I'm not going to have you keep me here. I'm not a kept woman.
Right. But
I'm playing.
But to me, it's not. But some people, you know what I'm saying. So the other times, it's like, hey, the Austin market is, I've been in it a long time. It might be time to sell and move to other markets for me because of when I got into it.
Right, and that makes sense. You want to be closer to your rental homes, then that's what you do.
Yes. Yeah, and I started because they were all here, but now it might be time to move to another growing area, so I could take all the funds from here and move them to another. I can or not. I have not decided those things, but I am thinking about that.
But nonetheless,
I've time to retire. I turned it all into liquid, and then I put it all into an investment account that yields 5-6%. I mean, just think about it. If you can put $3 million from real estate into an investment account that yields 6%, that's a $180,000 a year lifestyle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And you don't even touch the $3 million.
I can
you just live off of $180,000.
I can do that.
And that's just from starting in your 20s, buying and selling real estate and putting money in investments. That's all it is. It's hard. It's not hard, but it takes a lot of work.
Well, it takes
discipline.
Discipline.
Yes.
That's
and most people don't want the discipline.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, you've been listening to the Home Team with Troy and Wyatt. We hope you've enjoyed what you've heard. If you have any questions about anything we've just talked about, please reach out to me at loansfromtroy.com or give me a call at 855-299-HOME. And as always, this segment is brought to you by Security National Mortgage, where we turn houses into homes by financing
your
American Dream. See you in just a minute.